Just wondering, give us a sense of the mood among your clients. Are they keen to stay invested? How do they view risk right now?
Morning, Aslinda. Happy to be here. The clients continue to remain invested. They are cautious to make sure they want to make sure that they have sufficient buffer and liquidity in case of additional volatility in the market, but otherwise they remain invested.
When we last spoke back in March, you were saying that you were advising your leveraged clients to sell. What are you advising your clients to do now?
Continue to maintain a conservative stance to make sure that the pandemic is not over yet. We have seen a sign of some recovery, but it's too early to say whether this is going to be an upward directional recovery. So I think it's best for everyone to remain, to take a conservative stance, build a resilient portfolio, maintain sufficient buffer in case of volatility. And again, I think in terms of leverage, they need to be conservative.
Remain conservative meaning what? Do you buy more gold?
Not really. I think you need to have a diversified portfolio. You need to have a strong core portfolio. You need to have quality investments. You need to diversify between the growth stocks as well as the value and the cyclical stocks. I think these are what you need to build in your core portfolio. You have to have a bond in that portfolio. But again, of course, gold is one of the asset class that you should have exposure to, but you should not be overly exposed to gold because like other asset classes, there will be price movements that you need to manage.
Bahren, what about the bank's credit line to customers? Are you giving them full leverage as normal time? What are you doing with that?
No, we do give leverage to our clients against their portfolio. We have not changed that. But as a trusted advisor to our clients, we need to make sure that they use that line prudently and not to overexpose themselves in the current market environment.
How concerned are you about NPLs? We know that from the latest numbers from all the three big banks in Singapore, they've set aside bigger provisions for NPLs. What's the bank's risk management plan at this point in time?
Our business is a different business. We lend to clients against their financial assets, which are diversified across all asset classes. So we are managing that based on daily mark-to-market. So we monitor clients' margin, and we do advise clients in advance in the event that they are very close to the margin level so that they can make sure that they prepare themselves with additional buffer in the event there is volatility in the market.
Are your clients worried about the national security law in Hong Kong?
I think most people are observing the situation. They are looking to see how this will pan out. So we are, like many others in the industry, looking at how this situation will evolve.
Are more people looking to relocate out of Hong Kong? What are you hearing from your clients?
No, I think most people are still taking a wait-and-see approach. Most people see that the situation will get better. I think there are measures that they are taking to make sure that they can position themselves in the situation if the event turn out worse than expected or better than expected. Most people will have to prepare themselves for that.
If that's the case, are you then saying that you're not reviewing your growth plans in Hong Kong? Any reason for that?
Yeah. No, we are not reviewing our growth plan in Hong Kong. We still see a lot of opportunity in the Greater China area, so we still continue to focus our growth in that region.
Bahren, looking at your AUM, it rose almost 2% from a year ago to $117 billion as of the end of June, but that's still quite some way off of your high, which is $119 billion. Any insight on this?
Yeah, because we are impacted by the market valuation, so that has impact on the AUM, but we do see inflow, continued inflow from clients. Especially from the across the region, actually, both from the Middle East as well, North Asia and Southeast Asia. But it's not as much as it used to be in 2019.
When do you see, I guess, the time when you can start growing your AUM, and what kind of targets are you setting?
We're not setting any targets. I think we are taking advantage of the situation in the market. We are continuing to engage our clients now. I think if their wealth is not growing as fast as it used to be, then we have to work with clients to see how they can continue to preserve what they have and to make sure that they strengthen their portfolio. I think that is the and that it will be the first priority that we need to make sure that we achieve that with our clients.
And going forward, Bahrain, I mean, the virus is expected to stay with us for some time, and that puts a lid on travel and face-to-face interactions with your clients. Are there concerns that perhaps the current situation will make it more difficult for you to onboard new clients?
Oh, yes, indeed. So what we are doing now is that we are working with more partners on the ground who have a good relationship with clients. So we work with them to see how we can provide the solution to their clients, as well as looking at other ways of onboarding clients other than through face-to-face meeting.
Where do you see the biggest growth? Which markets would that be?
I think North Asia still presents us with a good growth opportunity. And we see growth as well in the Middle East market. Southeast Asia is our core market. Singapore is still growing. So that will continue to be a market that we're going to focus on.
And Bahrain, just before we go, what keeps you up at night?
Well, I think this is to make sure that we remain relevant to our clients, to come up with good advice, strong solutions, understand our clients' demand, make sure that we continue to build a strong platform that can support the demand and the needs of our clients. I think that is what keeps me awake at night.